What's going on, guys? The Weight Loss Professor is back, and in today's video, we are going to be going through one of my private Facebook group members and kind of the situation that they're in involving their health journey. And I just want to show you guys kind of how my brain works in response to how I would go about a weight loss journey if I was in this position myself. Pretty much as if you were my client, I'm going to be giving you a rundown of what we need to be doing. So let's get started right away. So here's the scenario we're in. I'm not even going to pronounce your name. I love you. You're a women's rights activist. I love it. But I don't want to butcher your name. I feel horrible. I was sitting here before for about 10 minutes just trying to pronounce it different ways. I know something's silent in there. I know that it can't just be pronounced as, it's never easy. There's something silent in that name. I know it. But that is an exotic name and I love it. All right. Enough said. Story. Hey everyone, I'd suffered a knee injury about 2 years back while I was at the gym. From that time onwards, I've not been able to work out. I've gained a lot of weight post my injury. I really want to lose at least 33 pounds. Please help me with some guidance as to what kind of diet or workout can help me. Okay, disclaimer, she's about 182 pounds at about 5'5", rounding up with the height, but as you can see, just generally in the fitness industry, a lot of the people that actually commented on this just gave like general advice. Nothing was number specific. Nothing was workout specific. People were just talking about eat low calorie food options that will fill you up, eat high volume, and don't feel bad if you jump off the wagon. Like nothing is actually going to help reach your 30-pound weight loss goal. And that's what sucks about the weight loss industry. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. They just give simple brain dead advice that a monkey could have given you, or a freaking rock that's in my backyard. So let's dive actually into depth. I'm going to hit calorie goals. I'm going to hit macro goals. I'm going to hit what workouts. I'm going to hit everything. So you or anyone else listening to this, if you're in the same position, it's going to help you no matter what. Let's start with calories. It's obviously the bread and butter. Specifically for you, since you have an injury, you can't really train lower body or do cardio. So we can't really do any calorie burning types of exercises. So we really have to rely on our diet for a majority of the deficit that we're going to be in and all of the weight loss pretty much. So it sucks, but the calories that I have written up on my end is about 1.3 to 1.4 thousand. So pick your poison. You can start off with 1,400 if you want, or what I would do is I would start at 1,300. It sucks, but since you already are only 180 pounds, that's pretty healthy. You're not really someone who's obese. You know, you're going to need a little bit more strict of a diet. And since we can't do any cardio and you do have that knee injury, so you're not already walking around all the time, you're not burning a lot of calories. So we have to be in an extreme deficit if we want to lose weight. And for the macro goals, I have 50% protein. That's what I would recommend to pretty much anyone, even if they're not on a super strict diet. And then 20 to 30% fats. And then the same thing for carbs, 20 to 30% carbs. You can adjust the carbs and fats as you want. All I would want you to be aware of is we want the carbs to be below 30% because we need a low carb diet. And I'll explain that in a minute. So in addition to the diet, we want to make sure that you're getting a multivitamin in. Multivitamins are crucial to make sure that you're not malnutritioned and that your hormones are actually working effectively for weight loss. So not only is making sure your body properly nutritioned for weight loss hormones, but it's also giving other hormones the effectability to actually run properly. And then that'll increase your chances of being able to actually stick on your strict diet. So beautiful. Hit a multivitamin. And even more so for you because you're a female. I don't mean to bash female. I don't bash women, but we can admit that your guys' hormones are extremely more difficult to balance out than men. Just even in general, you guys have a harder time losing weight than men do. It's just, we have to call it as it is. Like, I'm not going to beat around the bush. That's just how science works. Whether you're a teenage girl, a 20-year-old female going through, you know, your cycles and whatnot, or if you're, you know, middle-aged female and you're premenopause, menopause, postmenopause. I mean, there's just so many different things that affect your guys's body, I don't know, functionality. So you just kind of have to be aware of that. So multivitamins for women, even more crucial that you're not malnutrition in your body. Boom. All right. Now let's go back to the low carb thing. I said low carb because I'm trying to do this in joint with intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting is pretty much just having a time window of fasting where you're not intaking any calories, and then having an eating window where then you can eat your 2 meals, your snacks, whatever it may be. So pretty much most people know what intermittent fasting is, but for the people who don't, a typical intermittent fasting eating to fasting ratio would be 16 hours of fasting to 8 hours of eating. That's the most basic intermittent fasting schedule that you can do. Pretty simple. I mean, if you sleep 7 hours, now only 9 of those hours are actually like living fasted hours for you. So I mean, it's pretty simple. Most, if not all people can do intermittent fasting, and you really should, because what intermittent fasting does is it forces your body to run off of your own carb storage. And then if you are low on carb storage, which is the reason why I have you on a low carb diet, then it'll run off your body fat storages. So that's kind of why we want to be doing intermittent fasting in joints with a low carb diet. You should never just be doing one or the other, in my opinion. I think it's kind of stupid and I think it's wasteful. Yes, intermittent fasting is a calorie deficit technique to force yourself to not be able to eat more because you only have a short eating window. But I mean, if you gave me 8 hours to eat, I could eat about 20,000 calories. So that whole theory is just stupid. We're doing intermittent fasting because we want to burn body fat, and we're doing low carb because we want intermittent fasting to work even more effectively. Okay, so intermittent fasting with a low carb diet. 16 hours fasted, 8 hours eating. Level up more if you feel you don't need 8 hours of eating. Do 20 hours of fasted, 4 hours eating window. I don't care. Do whatever works for you. All right, so now in terms of workouts, nobody here in the comments literally suggested any type of workout for you. But since I am a fitness coach and I deal with people who have injuries, this is what I would recommend someone who I know has a knee injury, and it was 2 years ago. So pretty much what I do here is upper body workouts, whether that's chest, back, biceps, triceps, forearms, whatever it may be. We need to start building some sort of muscle building, muscle breakdown stimulus within your body. Because right now you've had 2 years of no gym activity, right? And probably no dieting. Or maybe you have dieted, I apologize. I don't know the case, right? So since that is the reason your body has gone into a fat storage, fat buildup mode, and you used to be a gym girl is what you're telling me. So even more so, once your body stopped hitting the weights, once your body stopped needing to adapt to the progressive overload of weightlifting, then your body really started to pack on fat, because that's what it does. It's like, okay, wow, we're not going to work out anymore. Now I'm just going to try to store as much fat as possible for survivability. So yeah, upper body workouts, hit any body part. I don't care that you're a female and you don't want to get big. You need to start having some sort of muscle stimulus going on in your body, or else your fat storages will always dominate. And you probably already know how crucial protein and muscle is for weight loss, being a gym girl. So I'm not going to go into that rant. But another thing that I mentioned was actually trying to incorporate isolated leg workouts. So I don't know which knee you had an issue with, but on that other leg, try to do isolated workouts, whether it's glute, hamstring, quad, calf, whatever it may be. You can hop on a leg press and do single leg stuff and hit every type of your leg, every body part that's in your leg. So yeah, those are all my big points. 13 to 1400 calories, 50% protein, 20 to 30% carbs. Hit a multivitamin, make sure your hormones are functioning properly. Intermittent fasting in joint with that low carb diet. Don't stack up on starchy carbs or pastas, grains. Make sure it's veggies or fruit. Those should be your carb sources. Upper body workouts, don't be afraid of getting big. You need to do this. And if you were to just lose 33 pounds by just diet alone, you're going to have loose skin. So please focus on the body toning properties and the muscle building properties so that you don't in the future have to eat 1400 calories to lose weight. Instead, you might be able to lose 1700 calories to lose weight because of all the muscle that you have built on your upper body, or even on the opposite leg that doesn't have your knee injury. Do the isolated leg workouts just to try to limit the loose skin that you will have after the 30 to 40 pound weight loss time frame. That's all I got for you. Thanks for being a part of my group. I see all the comments from you. Truly, I really love you, even though I didn't pronounce your name. You know, I hope you don't take offense to that, because I do feel bad. But I seriously love you, girl. Good luck on your weight loss journey. Me and the other 3,000 people in our group will be here to support you. And I look forward to seeing how your journey goes. And hey, I'm here as a friend. If you ever need anything, I'm here. Reach out. Love you. Peace out. Take care and good luck, everybody, on your weight loss journey.